Hi everyone, it's the Modern Day Nana. Okay, we are going to deconstruct this book so we can get going on our junk journaling. Now this one is going to be pretty super easy because I like a lot of what's going on the cover, and I like a lot of what's going on the pages inside. So yeah, we're just going to take it from there. Now, what you want to do, I like to pick the book that's the size you like to work with. I was thinking that I might have it open this way, but the more I think about it, the more I want it lengthwise. Right, I want the page more like a regular page to work with. So I'm going to open the book up, and since this page is so nice, we'll definitely save it. But I feel like we're going to have to cut this off. I have just literally got an old rickety, cutter. Now, it would be a little more difficult to use scissors. I have this that I've got a nice, I've got a nice one somewhere. But I don't know where. So we're just going to use this. We're like, I make do. Sorry if you see like my robe. I got to go to work in a little bit. This is my third night working, so I just wanted to get this out to you guys before. Anyway, use something sharp, okay? X-Acto knife. I don't know if you'd be able to do scissors or not. It might be a little jagged. You could do scissors, and I am just going to start cutting, and we're going to cut, and it might even pull for us. We're just going to cut the pages away from the, oh wow, see, that was super easy. Let me make sure you guys can see that. See, I just did one little cut and it's already pulling apart. So that's just what we want to do. We want to cut the pages away from the actual cover of the book. That way we can get rid of the spine, because this spine is not going to be make this book nearly thick enough for us to do what we want to do in it. Now, just be patient. And like I said, this thing's duller than me. And we'll get these pages really kind of probably all out kind of one unit. But if not, that's fine. They're all going to be pulled apart anyway. But usually, these are glued in here. They're glued together. I was just trying to save. That way we don't have to do a lot of work. Okay, guys, so easy peasy. So, and this wasn't a very thick book. So that's cool too. Okay, so now we have got our, see how thin the spine of our book is? Okay. Let me put a piece of cardboard under here. Now we could go ahead, I think I'm going to do it from the nice side, and I'm just going to take and cut this right here at the seam. Oh, yep, cut it right off. Okay, so there's one side of our new junk journal, and we'll make pretty short work of this. I don't know that we need this for anything. I'll save this piece just for now. Just for now. I promise I'll throw it away if I don't use it. All right. So look at that, you guys. Now you can clean this up a little bit if you want, you know, if that's a little messy for you. But voila, we have a super duper nice front and back to our junk journal. Now, if we wanted to, we could make this the front and the back of the book. It's kind of cool, isn't it? And then we can decide, this has a design on it, so we could decide if we wanted to put our rings in, and we wanted to make it so length, you know, so when you open it up, you can work on it this way, or we can put our rings up here and we can open it up and work on it this way. I kind of like that. So I'm going to put my rings up here. Now, because I'm doing the shorter edge, this looks like it's about 12 inches. Let's see. Oh, here's a better one. Man, this one is old as the hills, you guys. So, yeah, this is about not even 10 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and just put 2. Now, you can get these, you know, I think you can get them at the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, you know, any variety store. I'm going to go ahead and just use this size. You can get them in a pack. So you can get a different, you know, variety of sizes. As we do it, if we want to keep up with this journal, we might have to change these out. But, you know, they're simple, easy, you know, to change out if our journal gets super duper thick and we need to do that. But for now, I think I'm just going to use these. So we need to determine, oh, see, this is going to come in handy. So we need to determine where we want to put the holes in our journal to keep it together. So what did I say this was? This is, let's say roughly 9.5 inches. I'm not super, you know, precise on these things, and I'm not a big math person, but we'll do the best we can here. Okay, got a pencil. All right, so what is, let me see, how do we want to do this? So if we go up 3 inches and we go up 1, 2, 3 inches, that would put our bindings right here. And then this gives us about 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, about 3.5. I feel like they maybe should be, let's put our binding, and this is truly just up to what you want to do. I'm going to put these, I'm going to say 2.5. Okay. So I'm just going to put a little mark here, and this is great because we can just use this as our guide. Okay. I'm going to say 2.5. I don't think we need 3 in here. I think we'll be good with 2.5. Let's do that for now. Okay. All right. So we have 3/4 of an inch. Okay. And we've got three-quarters of an inch. Okay. Let's make a line. Just, you know, so it gives us a nice guide. And then what did we say we wanted to do? Did we say we wanted to do 2.5 inches? Okay, so let's go in on our line to 2.5 inches and just make a nice cross here, okay, so you can see it, so you know where to punch your hole. All right, and then 2.5 inches on this line. And you do not have to be precise. Gosh, guys, you had to be precise. That's why I like doing this kind of stuff. It is not precision work, okay? So we got 2.5 on either side. That is totally up to you and what you're comfortable with as far as, you know, where you want your rings for this one anyway. So 2.5. And like I said, I'm roughly doing it. It's no biggie. It's junk. It's junk, kiddos. All right. So we got our 3/4 inch deep. I think that'll be plenty fine to hold our rings in, and 2.5. That's just for this book. And this book, like I said, is like a 9.5 by 12. So it's like a sheet of paper, like a sheet of copy paper is the size of this book. Okay, now we are going to, I'm going to use my crocodile, okay? I really do love this thing. I've had it a while. I don't remember how much it was. It was not expensive. I told you guys in another video, it does the couple of sizes of hole punch, and it does, you put your grommets in here, and it'll put grommets in your book. I don't think we need grommets for this. This is kind of rough. You know, it's kind of it's a junk thing. So I'm going to set this for the biggest hole. This is how you set it. Honestly, I've never even read the instructions. It probably does all kinds of great things. And I'm just going to center it up where I've got my asterisk there. And like I said, if it's not perfect, you know, you can see, I can see where my hole, where it's going to punch. And this thing, I say it's like butter, but it really is, guys. This is a thick book. I mean, you know, it's a good, it's a nice, nice strong thickness. Okay, guys. Woo, woody. Oh, you know what? Well, it doesn't matter. I did this on the nice edge of the book. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it's a junk journal. The little bit of perfection person in me is like, oh no, I did it on the wrong end. But see how this is just a nice edge of the book, and this is the one we cut. But it doesn't matter. Okay. So, let's see. And then it's just as easy as filling our book up with our, you know, with our pages, whatever we want to. I'll just show you this. And it's just as easy as, yeah, filling it up with our pages. Now, if you wanted to, you could work on your page, and that's the nice thing about these kinds of junk journals. And you could make this, you know, a mixed media journal, which I'll probably do, or you could make it, you know, just junk. You know, put whatever you want to in it, and we'll fill it up and, you know, give you guys a good idea. So see, so we've made it now to where we've got room to work. I like that it opens up flat, and if we get a bunch of pages in here and it gets too much, we can just put these bigger rings in it. And really, honestly, guys, that is all there is to that one as far as deconstructing the book and making a cover. Now it's just would be a matter of what do you want to put, what do you want to put in your book? And I gave you some ideas on one of the last videos, but let's just go over that real quick. First of all, let's not forget about our actual book. I mean, what a better thing than to have the perfect size pages. And this book has some gorgeous artwork in it. Now, I decided I'm going to use my book up and down, so these aren't going to go, you know, you're not going to be able to see the pages like they are in the book, because it was, you know, went side to side. But these are the perfect size, and we can certainly just tear these apart and use these in our book. So we just want to tear them apart and get that glue off the top. and make these single, you know, kind of single free pages. And then we can just punch a hole in these. Now you can get those little hole like reinforcements, you know, you've seen them, you know, just those little circles that have the hole in the middle that you can put around when you punch a hole in paper. I don't have any, and I'm not going to go buy any for that. So, but you can if you want. This is a really nice, thick paper too. And you might want to consider that if you're looking at old books you have, or you're out at the thrift store, which is where this one came from. Get a book that the pages, if you're going to work on them, that are already pretty sturdy, and that'll hold up, you know, whatever you're pasting or painting on it. Okay, so here, honestly, we have a ready-made, you know, ready to go pages for a book. And all we have to do here, just trying to get them straight, all we have to do here is still some glue on here. Get that off, because you don't want the, you know, you don't want the bulk on there. So here we can just take our little template we made for our cover, and we can do the same and just make a spot where we poke the holes in the book cover. And what did we say? That was 2.5, and then we did 3/4. We did 3/4 deep. Okay, so I think we can just make them 3/4. We can just make them the same, and they should fit in our book beautifully. Now, if you don't have a crocodile, you could, I think you'd almost have to get like out a drill or something to do the holes. You'd have to be pretty strong, you know, to get a hole put through that book. This crocodile is really nice. That picture is, I'm going to turn this picture around because it's, you know what? I think I am going to, because see the rough edges? I think I'm going to turn this around so where we're cutting is going to be the nice smooth edge pages of the book, instead of where we cut it from. And I'm just going to line it up. I might be able to do all of these. Let me see. Let me see if I can do all of these with this. Yep. Saves you a lot of hassle. I don't know if I got this as a gift. You guys, I got some gift cards and things for Christmas. So I'm bound and determined to use those to get some craft supplies, because I'm not a big like buyer of stuff. Look how nice that is. All right, let's see if it goes. We'll see the test. So this could be just this right here, and we're done. I just feel like we need to go ahead and put these big rings. I don't think those small ones are going to do it. Once we start messing and a-doing, we're not going to have room. So, yeah, we'll just pop these in here. And this is a nice, easy, incredibly affordable. You know, it was a thrift store book, maybe 50 cents. You can get them at yard sales, whatever. And the rings, you know, maybe 50 cents. and you have got yourself a book to start doing whatever you want in, doodling, which junk journaling to me is whatever you want to put inside of it. There! See, those look big, but honestly, once we start getting this thing filled out, that is going to be a good size. And I would say these are 2-inch rings. So, I think I'll leave that there as far as the deconstructing. And I'll show you real quick. I got a pile of stuff, and I have got, now I'm second thinking it, because I have all of the scrapbook paper I need to use. I've got old calendars I need to use. But now I'm rethinking, because this is all pink and this is like oranges and blues and cool colors. I'm thinking I need to go back through. Let me see. Nah, we'll just do some of this real quick. Okay, I've got these maps, so be looking out for this stuff, guys. I got this whole box of maps, and they're Close Up USA. Got it at the thrift store. Super cute, but these maps are all like laminated. So, you know, Florida, Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands. Look how pretty. So if we just wanted to cut one of these up, we could, and we could just start over here so we didn't waste any. And if you want to roughly cut or you want to tear, you don't need your pages to be the same size as your book. You know, I mean, you can have them the same size or thereabouts, but you don't need them to be. So I'll just show you real quick here. So this is a super nice, I'm just going to cut it on the, I'm just going to, you know, just kind of roughly cut it on the lines it already has. Why don't I go ahead and cut it all the way down? We can use the Bahamas. Okay, so see, we just cut this old map apart. So be looking out for that kind of thing when you're at the, and so we can just get our pages together. Oh, that owl's cool. Oh, and an eagle. I didn't have an eagle on my vision board that we did last week, but I've got one in my stuff to put in here because I really want to be soaring like an eagle this year. Oh, this is from, I'm not sure who. That's what my brother and sister call me. Just says shell on it. So that's cute. So we could open this up since we're doing a bigger journal, or we could just put it in here like this and have a nice envelope to put some stuff in. And that's a nice foil. Got nice foil there, so it's not gonna, so we've got that. Cards. We could open up the card. Punch holes in it. Use it. Here's just a cute kid like flashcard. Just some old stationery I got that you know, was in a bunch of stuff. So right, and you could fold this any way you wanted, or you could put it in here like this, open up. You could put it in here like this. Since I'm going to be doing a bunch of pasting in this one, I'll probably open this stuff up. Here was a, just something off of a piece of packaging. I'll do this end, since this one's got the, yeah, it'll go. Yeah, just some old, probably want to do that one that way. And since I am doing, I'll probably, you know, try to keep the sheets a little bit bigger. Here was from that prompt, that like thought prompting book. I thought they were, they weren't prompting me to have the thoughts that they were written here, you know, so it's just junk. And we can always trim these down, or we could do something with them, but I want them to stay in there. So, yeah, this was just out of a coloring book. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Go out and get it, kids. Be brave. Came from that coloring book. Cards. Like I said, we can open it up if we want and work on it that way. So any kind of, you know, any kind of junk you got that you saved because you thought it was pretty, or that's just junk. Junk mail. Whoop. Here's a quote that I copied off of, we might stick that in something. We'll have to glue it down. And I've got this big box of scrap paper, you guys, that, oh, this is nice. It's like a three-fold thing. So we could put that in there like that and have our envelope. You know, you might have to trim it down a little bit, but that's all right. Let's just do these real quick just so I can show you what it'll look like. And then we can always add to it, but this certainly gives us a good start. This one, I like this part as like an envelope, so we're going to have to trim this one down a little bit. Let's say, and I'm just going to be super duper rough with it. Let's trim it down. Oh, I've got a bone folder too, guys, and that will come in handy as you do things. If you just look in the, you know, the papers and stuff at you know, thrift store. It's just plastic, but it's a good solid plastic, and it really gives you a nice, fold. Okay, I'm cutting this off, but a bone folder is important. You can do it without it, certainly. Anybody can make a, you know, seam in something. And then another thing that we're really going to need, I don't know if I showed you before, is an awl. And this is just to punch through your papers, lightweight cardboard. When you're putting a book together, it's good to have it. I mean, you could use like a screwdriver, but this has got a sharp tip. And so that makes a good... This is a little too wide, but that's okay. So, all right, so let's just say this is bugging me. So let's just rip that off. So we got... That's kind of thick. So we've got 1, 2... Let's just kind of see here. Let's just kind of... you don't have to, but I'm going to kind of space mine to where they're kind of even. See what I'm saying up here? I mean, you could, but you want them to stay in your binder, is what I'm saying. So, here's our coloring book page. Here's our, make sure this will go. Yep, that'll work. I'll have to do this one this way. So we're just doing it roughly. I'll probably have to do these this way too. This should be fine. Here's our little card. Okay, so just whatever you've got. And we also have, you know, we also have all of our other pages. And we could put these, see what I'm saying disperse these, you know, throughout if we wanted. I'll show you what I mean. Oh, hold on. Okay, so see, every time you put something in, you can just save this, and then you've got your little guide as to where you need your, and I'd say that's fine. I'm not going to measure from here to here. It's not, I don't think that's quite 3/4 of an inch, but that's okay. It's junk, guys, and what's the worst that could happen, right? You punch a hole in the wrong place, or tear a page, or, I mean, it's okay. Woo. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to let you go. I'm gonna have to go get ready for work. But I wanted to just show you this. Now, technically, we're ready to journal. We're ready to start pasting and gluing and coloring. So get out whatever you have as far as that stuff goes. If you want to start pasting things in here, we'll work on that next video, okay? And I'll get a bunch of stuff together that we can journal with. Stickers, any colors, any paints you have. Now we can, like I said, you know, if you want to kind of intersperse these, you can do that. You know, take you a minute, but you know, that'd be cute. So not all the pages are exactly the same, right? See what I'm saying here? And let me see what else. Just literally, your imagination is, oh, that was a little tight there, but that's okay. We'll just make it work. It's paper, guys. You know, it's paper. Oh, these pages are so nice and thick, though. We're going to have fun with this one. Now, I'm doing a journal on, basically, I'm doing an extension. Last video, I did a vision board for the year. And I like to do that. But I had so much stuff that I collected, magazine things, yeah, that I didn't have near the room on my little vision board because I didn't make a real big one. So I am going to make this. These are all a little bit wonky. It's okay. It's totally okay. Make it work, right? So I'm going to make this an extension of my vision for what I'm wanting to create and manifest this year. But you can make a junk journal out of literally anything your heart desires. You want to put family, you know, you want to do it like a memento of a family vacation. You want to make something for someone and give to them in junk journal form. Concert tickets, anything, just as a literal journal to write your thoughts down in. It's just a place, you know, I just look at the journal as a place you can go that's just yours, and it's your personal, you know, your personal space, and it's just a lovely outlet for it's, you know, for stress. Very therapeutic. You know, they've got all those coloring books now. Very, very therapeutic to color, to doodle. They've got the Zen tangles, to calligraphy, to paste, literally. And I think I've said this in another video. For me, just the tactile part, I don't play an instrument or anything like that, but for me, it's just this, literally the joy of doing this. If this is all I did, guys, cutting and messing and fixing and a-doing, I just get a real sense of calm and enjoyment out of just piddling. I mean, I'm sure if you guys are crafters, you're probably piddlers too, but I can piddle and mess all day and have a ball. Just a piddling and a mess one. Well, I don't have these done. I'm gonna let you go. I just wanted to show you, okay? So now we have got the nice beginnings, and we could turn this around if we don't want this to be our cover, or we'll probably end up covering this anyway, guys, to be quite honest. We'll probably end up covering all of this, and we can add pages. See? So it was just some junk mail, the book, some old cards, some old something came on, a piece of map, some pages from a book, whatever you have. It is incredible how much just junk mail you get. What are you going to do with it? You know, it's stuff you don't even want, you know, advertisements. And a lot of times, you know, it's like this really nice, you know, it's like this really, like that one. It's just really nice, thick, you know, cardboardy material. Well, you know, lightweight. So, all right. So we will start, and we can start working on decorating our cover, or see how that's kind of popping out. No biggie. So we just took a kid's book that, you know, nobody wanted. I got it at the thrift store, and now we have got a functional junk journal that was easy peasy. We poked some holes, we put some rings in it. Later on, we'll do one where we put the neat, you know, the neat spine in it. This one I've showed you before. I'll show you real quick. This was just a book that we deconstructed, that is now ready to go, where I pulled out a bunch of pages and then glued like 2 pages together. But see, so now we can fill it up. And then there was another one too that I kind of, well, I did the same thing, I think, pasted it together. So yeah, there's lots and lots of ways. We're just doing an easy one today. And we'll start working next week on filling this up. So get your stuff together, and I will see you next Monday, and we will continue on this project. Okay? All right, guys, it is the Modern Day Nana. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you like this. Leave me a comment if you do. Give me any, you know, suggestions, and I'll get back to you. Okay, see you soon. Bye.